So this is the Peripheral. Great Amazon original, and quite frankly, a dark show when in certain scenarios. Something I'm kind of wondering about is how good and how well does LG pull out those details. These scenarios here, you can't really see a whole lot of detail coming through. I would actually say, in my opinion, in this particular scene, given these scenarios, the Samsung's doing a better job right now. You know, and with this LG HDR on, what I'm noticing is there's actually a lot of backlight bleed, more than I've noticed in the past. Now, I'm not saying the Samsung is going to do better. In fact, let's pause and take a look. Let me get a side angle. You know, here's the deal. I actually think the Samsung looks a little bit better in these dark areas, these black detail-oriented movies where there's a lot of dark scenes. Now, it doesn't mean it's overall brighter or its contrast is better or its color accuracy is better, but what Samsung does allow you to do, they allow a very good calibration. It's not the best, it's not like the Gigabyte M28U, but it allows a good calibration and multiple different HDR modes, standard and like vivid. And then I can go in, I can adjust the brightness, contrast, color, black level performance. That's my biggest complaint about this LG GP950. Sorry, GQ950. It's actually quite nice when there's some color introduced to the display. When it's bright, it really pops. But when it's dark, you have no advanced calibration menu. So in scenes like this, I can't change much else other than brightness and sharpness. And that's one of the biggest downsides. But let's find something that's a little bit brighter. Now pay attention to this scene, because here in this movie, James Bond, No Time to Die, there's a good amount of detail. However, the LG is not outperforming, at least in its HDR capability, it is not outperforming the Samsung. Because of the lack of controls and calibration, sure, it might get brighter. Well, it in fact does. But that doesn't mean anything if you can't actually control the parameters of that brightness. If you can't control the color, if you can't control the contrast, if you can't control the RGB, none of it really matters. To prove my point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and turn HDR off real quick. Now you can see with HDR off, the picture actually crushes less detail. It's still a bit dark, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. I can calibrate a lot of that out. And you can see with HDR off, we're getting a lot more detail in those shadow areas. Samsung kind of has that same level of darkness in the shadow details. I'll cut this up a bit so you can see side by side on both of them, but I think they're both better in SDR, but if you're comparing the HDRs between them, I take Samsung's over LG's in this particular test only because there's no calibration capability in the LG. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you want to check out other videos like this one, then I'm going to put a link up above. It's a little card. Click that, it's going to take you to all the other videos about 4K versus videos, that sort of thing. All right, you guys, I'll catch you in the next video.